everybody, and a very warm welcome to Virtual Sim League's Happy 2024. The last time we were here, it was the F2 cards, but we are back with the 2023 F1 cards for another season, Season 12, and we head to a circuit which has hosted round one of many Formula 1 championships in the past. It is, of course, Albert Park in Melbourne for the Australian Grand Prix. 18 drivers here tonight, almost a full grid, but better than nothing, I suppose. My name is Jess Ball. Usually we have Rando in the commentary box. He's not joining us this week. He'll be back next week. But we have a good replacement. He is, of course, the founder, the owner of Virtual Sim Leagues. It is, of course, the Matter. Matt, how you doing?
Happy New Year, Jess. Happy 2024, everybody. Hope you're all well. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, looking forward to getting season 12 started in down under. So I'm currently upside down. Blood's rushing through my head, or to my head. Yeah, well, I don't know how the drivers are going to cope, but they've got F1 cars and they've got a ton of downforce, so I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, they should be fine. I mean, they're probably going to find out that they have a bit more grip than the F2 cars. For some people, it's the first time they've touched F123 since season 1 of the F2 cars, which Glock and Cam were hugely contesting on that one. But before we get to qualifying, which is going on right now, let's look at the calendar actually. We've got Australia the 24th, that's today. We've got Spain next week. We've got Monaco. Why do I always miss Monaco in any league that I can't make 1 week, for example? That is sad because I love commentating Monaco. Then we have Jeddah on the 14th. Then we got Las Vegas, Japan, Brazil, Hungary, Singapore, China, Belgium, and then ending off in Portugal. We got 2 special events. That's 1 out of the 2D features this season. We got round 3 at Monaco and round 12 at Portugal. Can you tell us a little bit about what the special events are going to be in terms of, I think it's mainly about race length, isn't it?
Yeah, so event 1 is a normal 50% race, but it's a reverse championship grid. And we did a little random wheel on this. Let's put all the tracks in for the event calendar, and I clicked on the wheel, it spins round, and it selected Monaco for event 1, and event 1 was obviously that reverse championship order. So it's obviously round 3, so it's probably not going to change too much, but it's at Monaco. So yeah, so that's going to be really fun. Getting I don't know, whoever the top drivers are in the first 2 rounds.
At the back.
Start at the back at Monaco. So I think that's going to cause some absolute carnage, and obviously Jess, you're away for that. So me and Rando are going to have, I think we might lose our voices. Yeah. So yeah, so looking at excited for that one. And then event 2, obviously that's round 12 for the season finale. We're going to do 2 35% races at Portugal. So the full point system, so it's a new point system this season. I'm sure we'll mention it very soon. So yeah, so it's plenty of points on offer. So realistically, the championship is still wide open heading into the final round, if you get what I mean. So yes, that's a little bit about the special events. We try and keep them fresh, but yeah, if you've got any ideas for special events for next season, then put them in the chat below. We'll read them.
Let us know. And finally, before we head to the qualifying, let's look at our teams. And as you can probably tell, we don't have 2 tiers this season. It didn't work out the last few seasons, so we decided to bring back 1 tier. So we have a mixture of tier 1 drivers and tier 2 drivers in each of the teams. And for some people that haven't been full-time drivers before, we're just based on their ability. So if they're like tier 1 pace, realistically they would join up with a tier 2 driver anyway, and it just gives the tier 2 drivers from last season a chance to score some nice points for the constructors and win something if they haven't already. So in the Red Bull, we've got Julie Show and Matt Ryan. In the Mercedes, we've got Speed Knighton and Kev. In the Ferrari, we've got Leroy and Deck. In the McLaren, we've got Nick and Steven. In the Aston Martin, we've got Glock and Waze. I think that's going to be a strong pairing, if I do say so myself. In the Alpine, we've got Casper and Jack Craig. In the Williams, we've got Johan and Ahmed. In the Alpha Tauri, we've got Finley and Tony P. In the Alfa Romeo, we've got Lakitu and Excite. And Excite, you can't see at the moment, he's retired from the session for some reason, so I don't know what's happened to him. And the Haas, we've got JP and Lewis Craig. So yeah, that's our team lineups. But let's head to qualifying. You're keen to find out what's happening right now, and currently Casper, who is fighting for the season 11 championship, he's on pole position at the moment on a 1:17.9. But I'm expecting times in the probably mid to low 1:17s, 1:16s. Would you say?
Yeah. Yeah, we've obviously got a mixture of a grid in terms of pace. But yeah, I think really, yeah, 16s for the top guys, and then 17s maybe for the not so top guys, but they're top guys to me.
They signed up, so
they've signed up, so they're definitely top guys.
Yes, it is a nice track. It's the second time in a row that I'm commentating on Australia, so I do have some notes for. I literally just got back from a work trip, so luckily I have some notes from Australia from that league, which is nice, means less work for me. First Grand Prix in Melbourne was in 1996. I do remember that one. It was Jack Villeneuve's first ever Grand Prix. He came second, and his teammate Damon Hill won that one. And Martin Brundle's infamous Jordan crash, I remember there as well, which is quite interesting. Out of the park, quite bumpy. We know that chicane through turn 9 has been removed to the long straight, which I do prefer, not gonna lie. And it's just a lot faster in general. I've noticed when I've been doing league races around here, lap times are considerably faster compared to what you see on the last games. I think in the last game I've been doing 1:19s. In this game, I'll be doing 1:18. It may mean I've been getting quicker, or it might just mean that the game's getting quicker. I don't know, but there we go. That's some characteristics about the track. I'm not surprised to see Casper up there in P1. Good to see Lewis Craig up there in P2.
Yeah, only just under 4/10, so 3/10 shy. But ahead of Speed Knighton. So yeah, Pete's slacking again, but he's in the Merc, so I don't know what happened there. I don't know what Toto was thinking, but he's in the Merc this season, so yeah. It's looking good.
Yeah, it is looking good so far. We've got Philly on the mediums, actually, which is quite surprising, because I thought with the strategies that we've got on offer, we'll go through the other format change in just a moment. I thought he would have gone on the softs, but he's opting for the mediums, which is fair enough. Now, what a change this season. Pretty much a lot of leagues I commentate on, apart from the Monday Night League, does this. I think it's pretty much all the leagues I race in do this, which is something that it'll take getting used to for some drivers, but for us in the commentary box, we're used to it in other leagues, so it's fine. Mandatory 2-stop for all drivers. If they don't complete it, they'll get disqualified. And there's one feature which was replicated in another league, which I run on Thursday nights, which was the season 2 rules of that. Obviously, it's been improved since then, but we're getting back to season 2 when those rules were introduced. And the rules are you can't pit under VSC or safety car. Otherwise, it will count as a non-mandatory stop. That's going to be interesting as well. But if you're already
for us anyway as well.
Yeah, if you're already committed to the pit lane, then say you're in the pit lane, and then about a few seconds later, safety car comes out. That's safe, but you got to prove it. That means we've got to write down who's done mandatory stops and who hasn't. Basically, when they're safety cars.
Yeah, we just got to have eager eyes. But thankfully there's 2 of us, so
I'm not used to doing this.
Occasion.
I'm not used to doing this. I don't commentate on Thursday night, so that's going to be, I think, something new. As Glock goes fast, 1:17.0. Wow, that is a good time right off the bat. I knew it was going to be quick, and he's quick already. I think I can see him challenging for the title. Maybe the likes of Lakitu, Casper. I'm trying to think of who else would be up there as well. Maybe Kieran as well on a good day, but he's only in the 1:18 zone. But to be fair, I haven't seen Kieran play the game in a long time, so there'll be a few rustiness, I think, for most drivers, so surely they'll find the pace soon enough.
Yeah, obviously last season we were in F2 cars, so yeah, I think I know obviously there's other leagues around, but obviously it's a bit of a break in the norm, so as they say in the VSL with the different cars, so they do have to get used to obviously the speed, the grip, and obviously the use of ERS. So
And fuel.
yeah, it could be interesting. And fuel, obviously, yeah. Always forget about fuel, but yeah, because it was fixed setups, wasn't it? So well, I don't think you could change fuel in F2
No, you don't
cars
change
anyway
fuel
on
in
this game.
F2 anyway, because I race
Yeah,
in an
yeah.
F2 league where you are allowed setups, and I like it because you don't have to worry about ERS and you don't have to worry about fuel. All you just focus on is the racing, and I like that. I don't like controlling. Well, I don't mind controlling ERS. That's the easy part, but I always struggle finding the right fuel for each track. Usually, you have to practice a few times just to maybe do a few race simulations to find out how much fuel to put in the car. Do I underfuel? Do I overfuel? Again, it does depend on the assist you use, because if you turn most of the assists off, you can underfuel like Casper and still get to the end. Don't know how he does it, but that's magic for him. Lakitu, by the way, we haven't talked much about the corners of this track. He's heading towards, let me have a look, past turn 11 in towards turn 12 and 13. Oh, he's invalidated. Okay, scrap that. Nit's coming across the line towards the final corner. He's got 28% battery, and that puts him into P2, just ahead of Speed Knighton.
Yeah, but it's a good lap. 3/10 clear of Pete, but 5/10 clear of Glock. So, behind Glock, sorry.
I was going to say.
So last season's champion in F1 anyway.
Not in F2.
It's not in F2. Yeah.
That was decided
Abu
by
Dhabi.
the stewards.
That's all we'll say. That's all we'll say. It's Abu Dhabi.
Yes, Abu Dhabi.
No, it wasn't really Abu Dhabi, was it? It was Silverstone. But
yeah, we're not going to decide. It was Abu Dhabi actually, but
yeah. But
it was decided by the stewards. That's all we got to say about it, basically.
Yeah. So for all the Glock fans out there, yeah, it's still going on. It's still trending, isn't it? Abu Dhabi 21. Yeah.
Well, Finney's left
But yeah,
possession.
5
That's
tenths
not
off.
good. Yeah, next about 5 tenths off. What can Kev do? This is looking a good lap from Kev for his standards, and he's 1/10 up. That is P9. I'm trying to see out of the Tier 2 drivers from last season. Kev's looking really, really good. Jack Cray looking good as well from Tier 2. I think I remember commentating on the last Tier 2 race of last season, I believe.
Yes, we did. Brazil, didn't we? We ran Brazil.
Yeah, we ran Brazil, and I remember Jack Craig.
Yeah.
I think it was reverse grid. I think reverse championship. I think Jack Craig was near. I don't know which Craig was near the bottom or the top. It was
One of the
tell.
Craigs. One of the Craigs.
Oh, Kieran! Kieran Spardy, he just about avoided the wall there. That was close from Kieran. I think he's going to go into the pits now. His tyres are going to be cooked.
Yeah, it's got 5 minutes left, so yeah, you got to watch that pit entry wall at the entry. Yeah, but I'm sure they're used to the entry now. They've done this track many times. But yeah, so obviously I mentioned about Kev. Obviously he won the Tier 2 championship last season, season 11. So no slouch. It's his second VSL title. He won it in season 2 when it was rebranded after season 2 of VSL. Yeah, he's no slouch. Very consistent on his day. I think on this game he's much better than he has been on previous games. So yeah, so it was interesting to see what Kev can do really. But yeah. Just Finley and Waze to settle up, but I think Finley's obviously left the session. I don't know. I haven't seen any notification he's come back, and I don't know what Waze is doing. I think he's just chilling.
I want to be.
Yeah. Probably gone to the shops.
I hope he hasn't. I hope he hasn't gone to the shops.
No, but yeah, no. Casper's on his outlap, by the way. Just going into the middle sector. Well, ending the middle sector and entering the final sector. So He's burned a bit of fuel. So yeah, it'll be
using
interesting.
the technique that I actually mastered this technique, I think, a bit more recently, and it does make a lot of difference. So if you master it correctly, you only use about 1% of tyre wear on your outlap. I think some people can use less than that, but I haven't mastered that yet.
You got to try and it's just about managing your tyres at the start. But obviously you got to be able to have the temperature in them.
Yeah, I have the temperature in them as well. It's finding that balance, isn't it? Not putting too much brake on.
No.
Casper's gonna let's go through a lap. We haven't gone through a lap in VSL this season. As I get my notes as he heads towards turn number 1. Hard to nail that. You can invalidate through that. I've done that many times.
I think due to the cold tyres, I think he just didn't warm those tyres up too much, so he did miss that apex, and he just slightly missed that apex again, so I think that's just due down to just cold tyres, really. But obviously, as you're coming through this sector now, these tyres are going to get really warm. They're fast and flowing, and there's an Alpine ahead, or a Williams gone off. We don't know who that is. I think it's Ahmed, he's the NF'd. And there's Alpine, his teammate, it's not doing a slipstream. So,
yeah, I think that was Jack Craig who was moving out the way. And there's 2 cars, I think, on laps. I think the Aston Martin has moved out the way. That was Waze, I think. There's one Haas that moves out the way. Now past turn number 10 and 11. He manages that all right. And I think that is when he's warming up his tyres a little bit more as he head towards turn number 11. Avoid the gravel trap there, because I've been beached quite a few times on this game there through towards 12 and 13. Changing camber.
He's
invalidated. I was gonna say there's a lot of corners where a lot of camber changes and elevation changes, and Casper unfortunately hasn't managed that, but he's not going to have time to go
7
again.
tenths improvement. It wouldn't have been pole.
It would have been, I think, P2.
Pole.
It would have been P2.
Yeah, it would have been P2. So that's a bit disappointing for Casper there. I know he'll be frustrated with himself. But that's Australia. That's, you got to push to get that lap. So yeah, we'll see. I think Lewis Craig's on a lap. I don't know if anyone's closer, Jess, or any recommendation you want to go on.
I'm just trying to see at the moment. Is one of the Mercedes on a lap? Yes, he is.
Yes, Glock is on a lap. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong person.
He's not in the Mercedes last season.
He's in Aston Martin.
Season.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, and the Aston Martin is on a lap. He's heading towards turn 9 now, so we'll keep an eye on him in a minute after. We've got Keb, then we've got Lewis, and then we've got Glock, I believe. Then we've got the 2 Alpines, who I think one of them's going to slipstream too. Which is probably Casper. Oh, Keb lost a bit of ground in the final sector, so he's gone into the pit. So let's go on board back with Lewis Craig. He is invalidated. Never mind. Let's go on board with Glock again. He's only a few hundreds up in the middle sector, so I don't think it's going to be a huge improvement.
He's backed off because going into, I think 10, 11, or what is it, 9, 10 now, he had a very big moment. Where I think he may need to, he's heading into the pits now, I think, just for a change of pants. That was a very big moment. Well saved from Glock, and he's obviously retired from the session because, there's no time to go back out. So, we'll see what anyone else can do. The key to is 2 tenths up. It's not going to be enough for pole, but he's going to jump a few places. Yeah, he's going to jump a few places. He might jump up to 3rd. Looking at it at the moment.
Pete's invalidated. Pete.
Classic Pete. This hasn't spun. So
yes, at least he hasn't yet.
Yet. So it's we'll see. We'll see if he can change his reputation from Spin Pete to Invalidate Pete. But here we go.
Well, we got Nick on a lap anyway, and his purple helmet. Can he go faster than Glock? Lakita goes second. Lakita goes second.
Final sector. That was possibly Max Verstappen Monaco-esque.
Yeah, I think so.
Where did he get that time from? He was only 2.5 tenths up.
Yeah, Nick
on our screen anyway.
And Jack find a bit squirmy heading towards turn 11. But let's see who else is going to finish a lap first. It's Lewis Craig up to the line. He's backed off.
Yeah. So he's backed off. So
Finley goes up to the line next in that AlphaTauri, which is a lovely car to drive on this game, by the way.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close up to the line. Thirds! Wow.
Yeah, there we go. Third, just under a tenth. Top 3 within a tenth. Top 4 within 2 tenths, and then 6 within a second, and the whole grid within 3. So
Not bad.
yeah, it's more like 2010 ask.
Well, it is technically wet in a way where we had two different abilities
2 different
in a way.
tiers, 2 different paces.
So, I'm really impressed with Jack Craig's pace, Lewis as well, Kev from last season, Stephen not doing too bad as well. But I think there's a few people who I think should have been higher up there, but unfortunately are not. But it is the opening round of the season. Many people might not have had a chance to practice this track, but for ones who have raced on this track before recently, they probably have an idea. So it is Glock, 1:17.009. If he would have done 2 more fouls, it would have been a 007, but never mind. Lakita in second, Finley in third, Nick in fourth, and we got Knighton, Casper, Jack Craig, Kieran, Lewis Craig, Leroy, Kev, Stephen, Deck, Matt Ryan, Yuri, Ahmed, Wade, and obviously Michelle did not get a lap in because he crashed out. It happened whilst we were going through the team lineup, so I didn't see how he crashed, but I think we'll probably look at it in this POV for that, unfortunately. But let's go through the points. Well, they have the 2-minute wait for getting their setup and all of that. So Glock gets the first point of the season. Point for pole position. It's going to be the same for what we saw in F2, where you get a point for pole position. You also get a point for fastest lap as well, if you're anywhere, as long as you finish. Top 15 score points. First place gets 25, second 20, 15, 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Down. You get the picture. After 5th place, it's easy to remember as well. But yeah, only difference is you get points up to 15th now, and pole position point for Glock, and for anyone that gets pole position for the rest of the season, except round 3 at Monaco when it's reverse grid. Is that correct?
That is correct. And I think whoever's last in the championship would love to have a point, but
not going to happen, unfortunately.
Not happening.
No. So yeah, those are the rules on that one. Just a quick reminder of the other rules: mandatory 2-stop. You can't pit under safety car or VSC unless you're committed already. And if you want to prove that you've been committed, you obviously send that to the steward's room, and they can have a look at it. And if there's evidence that you have committed and there was a safety car that came out just after that, then you should be fine. And that's pretty much it for the new rules this season. You were thinking of introducing some more, but we didn't want to bring too much to the league, did we, for season 12? Maybe something to consider for season 13 in F1 24. I'm trying to remember when the season ends. April, okay, 24th of April.
Yeah, so 24th of April, so we've got a bit of time.
Of course,
we got check it out when we're doing the road planning for the rest of the year, what we were doing.
Yeah, we got some more things planned after that, haven't we?
So yeah, we got a sneaky thing, maybe a bit of a battle.
If you remember last year, if you remember the end of game cycle last year, maybe something similar. That was fun. That was really fun.
Yes.
I think it was. Yes, well, we won't spoil things too much.
Maybe a battle or two, Jess. Maybe a battle or two.
Maybe some rivals against some people, and
I can't say too much, but maybe a battle.
Yeah.
Season 2.
Ooh. Interesting. If you want to find out more, check our socials at VSL_F1 at the end of April. Boom. And also, VSL_Rally, that is coming up very, very shortly as well for season 2. Or is that already started?
2, yep. Not yet. Work has been busier than I expected, and obviously I've just caught a bit of a cold. So, hopefully, hopefully it's next week that I'll try and get the information sent out. But exclusive here, it's a build a car championship, no cost cap, because I think it'd be too hard to employ. Maybe in future seasons if we do build a car again. But yeah, build a car championship in WRC cars. So so it could be interesting. We'll see. But more information about that will be out on VSL_Rally on X. It's really Twitter, isn't it? Really.
It's Twitter.
But yeah, it's Twitter. But yeah. So keep an eye on that. Give it a follow as well. Always appreciated for your support. So yeah. So I think the drivers can go. I think it's definitely been 2 minutes, Jess.
Yeah, if they're watching the stream, ready up.
Watching the stream, get ready. Come on, you know what I mean? It's baking hot, isn't it? It's baking hot in Australia. Come on, it's baking hot. You know, it's even in the com box. We've got the AC on, but you know.
Exactly. Well, it's not like in the UK. It's not as cold as it was last week. It was actually not too bad. I think where I was for the last few days, it was like 12 degrees in the morning. The only downside was it's too windy due to storm. What was it?
Aisha.
Storm Isha and Storm Jocelyn.
It's now Storm Jocelyn now, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought I was going to get delayed too much, but I didn't, which was good. I literally got home at, what was it, 7:10, I think it was. So I just made it, and I only had like 40 minutes to prep for the stream. Come on, guys, ready up. We can't see the countdown, so it's hard to tell whether they've readied up or not. Oh, there we go.
The Tinger, to be fair, but I was drinking water. Formation lap is on, by the way.
Yeah, I knew that.
So, yeah.
I don't think that was
podium predictions, Jess. Come on, these pre-race podium predictions.
Oh, I'm gonna go Glock, Casper, Nikito.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, that's a good shout. Right, I'm gonna go with Finley.
Oh,
P1.
What, P1?
Yeah, P1. I'm gonna go with Casper P2.
So we got the same for P2. I like it.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go with Lakitu P3.
Same as me. You literally got 2 and 3, same as me. Just P1's different.
Just P1 Finley.
And I said Glock for P1.
Yeah. So we will see. Finley was very good. Absolutely dominated Las Vegas.
Oh yes, he did, didn't he?
We'll see. Obviously, it's a different track, but yeah, Lakitu joined very back end of last season, so we know he's a quick driver on his day. But yeah, we shall see what he can do. Now it's a full season, start of the season, and obviously Glock is Glock, so I'm sure he's Glocked in, or loaded up. Nice little pun there. And then obviously Pete, fifth. So best of the rest, really. Well, I say best of the rest. That's a bit harsh. Casper's there, but yeah. So yeah, be interested to see what Pete can do. Hopefully a podium. I may have just cursed him now.
Well, there is a bingo card. There is a bingo card that says a certain thing that Pete's going to do. But we're not going to say, because if it doesn't happen, then we're not going to say anything. So, 2 stops, mixture of strategies. We've got 2 hard tyres from Deck and Casper. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mediums and 8 softs. So for the softs and mediums, we've got an even spread. I think due to the amount of safety cars, I think softs would have been a good idea. And we got the 5 red lights for the first round of VSL season 12. I nearly said the wrong season then. Is underway, and it's a rubbish camera angle, but let's see who gets a good start once we get this camera angle back, as Glock makes his way down into turn 1. Finley gets into P2 on those softs as well, as Speed Knighton and Casper going side by side into turn 2. Knight has got the soft tyres on, so it should be a bit warmer than the hard compounded tyres, but Casper's the inside of turn 3. People can't afford to go wide in turn 3 because it will give you an instant penalty, and you don't want that, but I'm almost certain that could get removed in the stewards, but you don't want to chance it a little bit. And so far, it looks like most people have got away unscathed, unless you go through turn number 5. No, turn 5's all right as well.
No. Yeah, we're all good. There's a bit of side-by-side action at the back of the grid. for the first few corners, but yeah, good respect shown from the drivers. So yeah, so it'd be interesting as at the back, I think, is overtaking Ahmed into turn 9. He gets the job done. But, deck is a bit wide there, so that may open opportunity. Here comes Ahmed as well. Oh, on the grass. Oh, there we go. He's done an absolute Albon tribute. Can he take the move done? Can he get 2 positions? Yes, he can.
Oh,
and that's a great move from Ahmed.
Is he going to make it stick, though? Yes, he does make it stick, only just. That was very, very tight. Meanwhile, Ewan, Excite, don't forget, starting at the back of the grid. Excite gets a switch back, which helps. We got our first pitters, and they are mandatory stops. So that is Casper,
they are
Leroy,
mandatory.
and Dak. I'm not going to write down the mandatory stops because we'll be here forever.
No, I'll keep an eye on it, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm only going to write the non-mandatories. I'm only going to write the non-mandatories because that's a bit more easier to manage than the mandatories. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. So Lewis Craig passed Speed Knighton up into 6th place. The ones on the meter strike. Oh, Lewis lost a place to Stephen there, and he's going to lose a place to Kieran if he's not too careful through turn 9. He's now got marble on his tyres again, which is not ideal.
Well, yeah, I don't know what's happened there because Kieran out-qualified Lewis, so good to see Lewis getting the
elbows out.
Better of his teammate at the start of the season, so we shall see if he can hold that position after a bit of a dodgy or after getting overtaken by Stephen. So yeah.
Yeah, I think we see some genuinely good battles so far, which is surprising because I think by the middle of lap 1 in our tier on Sunday, when I was racing, we had safety car. I mean, we had about 3 or 4 safety cars on reduced. Just putting it out there. That was where. So hopefully we won't see that in VSL, but we see some skid marks heading towards turn number 1. Anyway, DRS is activated. Glock said the fastest lap. Nick's out of DRS, so is Jack. And talking of Hasses, we've got Kieran and Lewis Craig fighting once again. And Pete gets gets his first 3-second time penalty on lap 3. Let's hope it's not turn 4 that it happened, because if it was, then obviously that could get investigated a little bit. But Kieran just about gets ahead of Lewis Craig up to 8th. And he almost lost another position again, but he just about saved the car. That was close, but he did it.
Well, yeah. So Finley is within touching distance of Glock. He's obviously on lap 3 now, so he does have DRS. So we'll see if he can make a move. Stick as Glock has a bit of a moment there. He may have picked up a warning. So it's could open an opportunity for Finley, which I don't think he'll take. I think he's going to play it smart, which he does. So he backs out of it. Obviously, Lakitu's doing pretty well as well. So he's obviously got Nick, who's also on mediums, second behind. So he's got no real threat. He's just cruising at the moment and getting those tyres in. So we'll see as Finley opens the final turn. Who's going to have the better exit? It is Finley. So here we go. As we head into turn 1 with the DRS open. And, well, as he sets the fastest lap and he makes the move look so easy. And he, as he goes into turn 1. Oh, as he has a bit of a moment now. So this might open a moment for Glock as he gets into turn 3. DRS open for Finley, though, still. Because the DRS detection zone is an awkward one in Australia. And Finley holds on to P1. So a new leader there, Jess.
Yes, new leader for Finley at the moment. But to be fair, Glock did well for the first few laps to try and defend from Finley. So good driving from him, not going to lie. But Finley now leads the race. Obviously, Finley an improved driver in this league. I mean, he's getting used more to the games handling model, so I'm liking that he's taken the pressure to Glock. We always want to see more people fighting near the front. Glock's going to fight again, heading towards the next chicane as Nick also fights Lakitu on the same set of track. I think
There comes Glock, though.
I think Lakita's up to 3rd, but Lakita's got a bit
of
a
Glock's into P1.
Glock
Moment from Finley. And, moment from Finley there into turn 10. And, Glock gets him back. Maybe some cheeky tactics going on from Finley, but, definitely an error there, which cost him there. So, much better exit compared to last lap from Glock, but is it going to be able to hold it? Is Finley going to go for it? No, he's not. He's smart. He's smart. So he's going to go in for turn 3 if he can get that exit, which Glock does have a really good exit from that corner. Gets that power down nice and early. Can Finley go and send it? No, he does not. So he holds back just for now as yeah, those soft tyres are wearing, Jess. There's a bit of a squirming moments from both drivers, and those rears are absolutely, tarnished at the moment, so we'll see how long they can stay out for. Remember, 2-stop mandatory. So we'll see as Glot does a little Daniel Ricciardo esque at Monza. And here we go, Finley round the outside. Can he? Oh, easy, it's DRS, isn't it? I keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
So he does make that move.
He's got plenty of ERS as well. He had like over 90, so he burnt his battery a lot through that straight. And he's got the DRS on this straight as well, so he timed that overtake. Perfection. If you time that overtake well, you got to time it so you just about overtake in the DRS detection point. As yellow flag.
Pete's had a moment, by the way.
Surprise.
Yeah, Pete's had a moment.
Pete's had a moment. Hopefully it's not a spin. Hopefully it's not a spin. I don't think it was. I think it was just a bit of a
probably
moment.
He had a moment, I think. We'll call it a moment. He had a Pete moment.
Yeah, he
that's
had
what it's going to be called
moment.
now. It's just a Pete moment.
He's up to. He's still in ninth though, but I'm not surprised he's going to come in.
He's
now,
he's pitting now.
I've spoken to a few drivers. I think it was in top tier on the Sunday League, and they said tyres ultimately last 3 or 4 laps. So at this point, the softs are going to be toast for a lot of drivers. So I think that's what Pete's tyres did, and that's why he had a moment. So he came in. So he might have overdone the tyres a bit too much. So if I was Jack, Finley, Glock, I would come into the pits right now because I think Speed has done it. Speed 19's done it. Yuri's done it. And
yeah, well,
Michelle's gone on softs, another set of softs.
Yeah. Oh, 2 stops, so it could be an interesting strategy. But what is
Hards,
the pit stop? What is the pit lane time loss, Jess?
Pit lane time loss. I had it written down somewhere.
Is it over 20 seconds? Because if so, then Casper is the natural leader so far. And he's battling as he takes 2 positions within 2 corners really, and he's up to P10. So
he
good drive so far. He did, yeah. End of lap 1.
Yellow flag again. That's an Aston Martin.
Oh, don't say Aston Martin. Is it Glock? No,
it's Waze. It's Waze.
We will get one moment. We will get one moment, Glock. You will slip up one day.
That. Okay, pit lane lost time.
Is that Glock?
18.2 seconds.
Okay, so current gap is 18.3 across the line as Casper sets the fastest lap. So
That's the leader. Hold on.
Yeah, 18.3. It's 18.1 now between Finley and Casper. P10.
Kev to the inside of Lewis. Kev gets past Lewis Craig up to 8th. So I think the mediums are helping him so far. And Leroy. 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He has gone for Seth Hards. So that will probably go into about lap maybe 20 or so for Seb Sock on pound the tyres. Nick gets past Lakita once again, and he's going to get the DRS heading into the back straight. But Lakita, I think, could get the toe wheel, or maybe Nick could use the DRS just to stay ahead of Lakita. Yes, he does. So Nick stays
Yuri on the move on Ahmed.
Ahmed
into turn 3
with Yuri.
And he does get the move, Yuri, into turn 3. So nice DRS move. But basically, that's a bit of a moment. So Ahmed might come back to him. He's right up his keister as he's getting a nice look at the Oracle. And but I think that's going to be. I think Yuri may hold on to that one. We'll see as Ahmed's just hit the wall, but we'll skip past that one.
We didn't see that. We didn't see that.
It's just just a little rub tap or whatever
Locked
you want to call it. Love tap. Yeah, Glock is in. We've forgot to see that. We were too busy looking at other things.
But we want to get
as Casper just holds on, but they both don't. Well, to avoid each other. But Glock does hold on. So Casper must have lost time a bit there. Or just Glock had a big moment. So it'll be in lap. But they've got Lewis Cray to deal with, who's on those old tyres. He's Glock going to absolutely send it. He's got pressure from Casper, but he's going to hold on for now. He's going to wait for that DRS. But here comes Casper. He's got the best view and he's got the best slipstream. Here's he going to go for it.
I would back off.
DRS. There's DRS now. Here we go.
Does
Casper go for it on Lewis Craig? Does he go for it? No, he does not. That may just cost him now, especially with
I
Glock
think
being
I'll
on
go
fresh
for now. He's
tyres.
made a mistake. Lewis Craig's made a mistake. So Casper's made the right choice of going now. I'm waiting for someone to make a mistake on those tyres.
Finley's in the pits. Finley's in the pits. Here we go.
In the pits, but Casper
Is
to
Glock
the
going to be able to hold on?
side. I think they just about hold on because Casper is now in a net P2. But let's watch Finley.
Yep.
Finley comes out of the pit lane. He's on mediums. Where is Glock now? He's heading towards the final corner. Oh, that's going to be tight. I don't know what the pit lane last time. It is.
He's out. He's out. He's out. Is he going to make it? He's going to go round the outside. Can he? Oh, that's Kieran. Sorry.
that was going to say that was the wrong car. There was the wrong car, but
wrong car. But anyway, you know, so with Kieran just behind. Can on cold tyres. Finley, hold on. He cannot. So Glock moves into provisionally P1. Just got a bit too excited, but yeah, what a move from there, from Kieran there. Even though I thought it was blocked for a second.
I like it. I like that you got too excited over the wrong driver. Anyway, Finley's going to try and get all three of them. Casper backed off the last lap, but Finley is not going to give up on this one. He's got one car, but he's now going to try and get past Glock in towards turn number 11. Oh, has he cleared the grass a little bit, does Finley? He gets past Glock and into the lead of this race, so he's ahead of Glock once again. So we got Finley, the net race leader, Glock in second.
Nick's in the pits, but I will say,
as well.
Finley doesn't need tarmac to pass.
No, he does not.
He just uses grass. He doesn't need tarmac. There's no need for it. Just use grass. You know, I think he's got intermediates on, so I don't know how he held it on the grass there, but he did. And yeah,
Nick's on hards, so he's gone the same as Leroy. So where's Nick going to end up? He's going to be just behind Casper. And let me get the gap to interval. There we go, so we can see the battles going on. Speed 19 and Matt Ryan going side by side. Pete almost making a mistake through turn 1. That will allow Matt Ryan to gain traction into towards turn number 3. He's got fuel to manage, Matt Ryan, so we'll see what he can do as they head towards turn 4. Manager's all right, but Pete is pulling away like no tomorrow, so Matt Ryan's tyres are definitely dying. He still hasn't pitted, remember. Now, since it is the first time we're doing mandatory 2-stop, I bet there could be people that forget that we are doing a 2-stop race. We've told them many a times, but there could be people that think it's normal VSL rules, but no, it's 2 stops. So hopefully, surely you'll remember to pit anyway. Lewis. Lewis Craig has hit the gravel trap on his old tyres, which is not good. Kev gets past Speed Kieran up to 6th. Kieran's going to... Oh, Kev's made a mistake. That's allowed Kieran to fight back in towards the final corner. And yeah, Kev's in the pits. So it's Lakitu, Stephen, and... Yeah, Lakitu and Stephen are in as well. Where's Lakitu coming out? Oh, Lakitu's coming out in a good position.
Yep, clear of Nick.
That suggests that the medium compound tyre is obviously a lot faster by around about 0.3 of a second. But Nick can make those tyres last a bit longer, same with Leroy at the back as well. So watch them come back to life very, very soon, but not quite yet. Meanwhile, battle for the lead is triumphing once again between Finley and Glock. Glock's going to get the DRS. Is he going to get the slipstream safety car? Well, what happened
Safety
there?
car, what's happened? Yeah. I don't think anything was happened.
Any front wing damage? Doesn't look like it.
Oh, Ahmed's got no front wing.
Oh, Ahmed. Ah, right.
So that may be that. But remember,
no pit stops.
Anyone pits, it doesn't count as a mandatory.
You can pit it, but it won't count as a mandatory.
Count as a mandatory.
So Ahmed can pit for a front wing change, but it won't count as a mandatory stop. So
no.
Let me get my virtual notepad out and note down the people who have done non-mandatory, so then I can...
So everyone's made a pit stop except for Matt Ryan and Kieran.
So Matt Ryan and Kieran...
The only person who's made 2 stops, Jess, is Leroy.
So Leroy has done 2 stops. Casper has done a non-mandatory, so...
Non-mandatory, yep. So
So
note that one
non-mandatory,
down.
and so is... So you can hear me typing.
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan as well. I know Ahmed's going to go in as well.
Yep.
There we go. Will anyone else come in? Doesn't look like it. They all remember the
Kieran
rules.
hasn't took the chance to... I know it's not a mandatory, but just to get fresh tyres.
Yeah, Ahmed's in it. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
So only 3 drivers done non-mandatories for the likes of Matt Ryan and Kieran, who haven't done a mandatory 2-stop. This could bite them at this point because they'll be probably put at the back of the grid. Or will Matt Ryan choose to use the soft tyres a bit more and then go on to a different tyre, then go to a different tyre? Because you can't wait for a safety car. You just can't. So, there's Leroy that's done a non-mandatory stop, but he's already done 2 stops anyway, so that's fine.
So he's good.
So basically, that's good. That's good for him because he can go on. I think memes can last to the end of the race. So this, but not very well. But if there's another safety car.
But everyone else has got to make an extra stop, Jess. So
yeah, everyone else has got to make an extra stop. But if there's another safety car, for example, he can go on a fresh set mediums if he wanted to, or if there's one late at the end, he can go on a set of softs. So he has the flexibility now that he can stop when he wants, whereas everybody else will have to do another one under green flag. I got a question. Is there red flags enabled in this league? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay, good. That will make things even difficult because we found this in one hub, by the way. Red flag stops, they don't count in the game. When they say how many stops they've done, they don't count. It doesn't say that they made the stop. So
yeah, I think there was a bit too much hassle with it at the start of the game, so we just play it safe. No red flags. It's a nice feature, don't get me wrong. It's a unique feature, but just play it safe. Less hassle. So yeah, if there's no issues for F1 24, then yeah, maybe in, but yeah, no, not for now. Not for this season.
I'm kind to be honest, Matt, I'm kind of glad we're not doing a red flag because I think usually red flags for me cause chaos when I'm racing leagues. It just 9 times out of 10 I always get bad luck in them. So glad that doesn't happen. So what tyres are? So Casper's on mediums, so is Jack Craig and Stephen. Kev's on softs. Matt Ryan's on mediums. Lewis Craig's on mediums. Deck's on 11 lap old mediums. Deck's done 1 stop. Yeah, Deck's done 1 stop. Excite 8 laps. On mediums. Wade's 2 laps. Wait, did Wade pit before or after the safety car?
Ways he would have stopped before because he wasn't on my list before.
Oh yeah, he wasn't on the list. Okay, that explains it. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it weren't on the names that I said. But yeah, safety car is in. So Finley he's done. Over to you, Jess.
Finley is gone and he's flying around Albert Park in Melbourne for the 2nd time today. It is going to be green flag. And Finley makes his way towards turn number 1 quite comfortably. Glock as well. They are a class of their own at the moment between the two. Kieran is the buffer towards anybody else because he hasn't stopped yet. He's on 13 lap on mediums, whereas Akitu and Nick, they're on fresher rubber and want to get past Kieran ASAP. Akitu is first to the right-hand side through turn number 3. Easy does it, goes Akitu, and he gets past. Next person that Kieran has got to face is Nick, but Nick's going to wait a bit patiently, I think. Same with Casper. I think Casper could follow him through very soon. Wade gets another penalty at the background as we're seeing Wade and Excite fighting for P14. Excite just about gets the move done, but Wade is not going to give up through turn 7 and 8. We've got the Red Bull Yuri as well joining in the fight. Kieran has been passed by both Nick and Casper down into 6th place. So I think Nick went past Kieran and Casper pretty much followed Nick through, which I think was very, very smart of him. I wonder if they're both in a party maybe because they're both in the
big
RT.
crash, big crash, big crash, big
Wade
crash.
out the race. Safety car
Yeah,
get
big crash.
Kieran.
Yeah, Yuri lost it into turn 10, and yeah, came. Yeah.
The reason why I was saying Kieran, by the way, is because that's bad timing again. He's gonna.
Yeah.
That's bad timing, Kieran and Matt
Ryan. He was about to
stop,
and you realise it's not a mandatory. So, yeah.
So I don't need to mark off Wade's stops anymore. Yuri, I think, is going to come in and serve a non-mandatory stop. So, yes, he is.
Yep.
And everyone else stays out.
Yep. So is Leroy going to pit? Or is he not?
I would. Hold on.
I don't think Soft's going to make it to the end.
What strategy is he on? Like, what tyres has he been on?
Where is he? He is there. He has done soft, medium, hard, medium.
So he's already used 2 mediums. That's why he's staying out.
Yep.
Oh, someone's overtaken in the safety car. I don't think the game allowed you to do that, but the game got away with it anyway.
Who was that?
Interesting.
Sorry, I was in the pause menu. Who was it?
It was between. I think it was Deck and Excite.
Okay. It was, yeah.
But I think or Excite might have both taken Deck, and then Deck got back past again. I don't know.
Okay.
It
We'll see.
was hard to
If they
tell.
submit something, they can.
Yeah, if they want to report Stewart's room.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's fine. No issue. I'm sure something will happen anyway. Or
So we had
whatever,
2 safety cars in the space of
2
2
safety
laps.
cars. Yep. Yeah, within 2 laps. Yeah, it's what's that saying? Safety car breeds safety car. So.
And in
yeah, so
NASCAR cautions breed cautions.
Yeah. So yeah. But obviously, the top 3 or top 4 obviously need to make another stop. Casper also needs to make another stop.
Pretty
Kieran
much
needs to
everyone
make
apart
2.
from Leroy.
Yep. Basically.
Leroy is
Leroy's in the
doing
pits.
another non-mandatory stop.
He's sure be going for. He's going for hard, is he? No. He is going
He's
for
gone
hards.
on old hards. Interesting.
Okay.
Can it get
Well,
to the
how
end
many
from here? Could do.
They're 5-lap old hards, so
Let me check my notes from
they're not
Australia.
too bad in terms of like tyre wear compared to the rest of the grid. So it may be
Ultimately,
a good decision.
18 laps.
So yeah, so
So it could be done.
it's not a bad decision. Don't get me wrong. It's
Not a bad decision, but I don't think it was the best decision. But he had no other options left.
Yeah, well, you can always go softs. It opens them up for softs at the end.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think Leroy's going to be a bit of a dark horse in this one, if you keep it clean. Yeah, it's that 2-stop mystery. I think that's what I wanted. Just spice up the races.
It works in other leagues.
Yeah, it works. So why not have it here?
Safety
But yeah,
cars
safety
in.
car in this lap. That's an early safety car. But has it been 3 laps? It hasn't been 3 laps. It's been 2. But,
It's been 2 laps. It has been 2 laps. So let's watch
2 laps,
Finlay.
that's okay. He went just before the second to last corner last time. Is he going to go any sooner, or is he going to go for the same spot, or could he go a bit later? As Glock keeps an eye on him. He's not weaving Glock. Most drivers are weaving, Finlay included. But Glock is keeping calm. As he's keeping calm, it's very close. So
You can't tell
see.
who's calm and who's not unless they tell us on Discord afterwards.
Yeah, so we'll see. And Finlay's gone. He's
Again,
gone.
a lot earlier than last time.
A lot earlier, and he's absolutely surprised Glock, and Glock has had to brake really deep there to try and keep on him. As Finlay does have a wheel, he's a bit wide going into the last corner, but he does have a good enough gap, 5/10. Pretty similar to the last thing, is he's moving out of the way as Glock, well, P2, and obviously he's broke away from Lakitu, and Lakitu's broke away from Nick, and he's in trouble with Casper at the moment. So is Casper going to make the move? He's using a bit of overtake. He's going to make the move into turn 3 as Pete picks up another penalty. But yeah, so nice clean start again from Finley. I think everyone else, all the grid's fine as well. I don't think there's any movers. So yeah, so we'll see what Casper can do as we head into the main straight, well, big back straight. Is he going to go and overtake Nick? As Lewis Craig picks up a penalty. My little code word there, he picks up a penalty. Here we go. As Yuri Casper takes over from Nick without DRS. So a nice little ERS overtake there. But can Nick hold on those hards until the DRS arrives?
That is the question, and because there were 2 safety cars, that prolongs the memes a bit more, so they can stretch it a bit more, which means that it will be better tower life, the likes of Lakitu and Glock and Casper and Finley up front. Casper has been on those sort of mediums for a long time, but don't forget he's done a non-mandatory stop, which has probably worked well to their favour. With yellow flag, that is Kieran that spun.
Yeah.
And Kieran's got to come in. He's got to come in now. If he doesn't come in, bearing in mind, we've got Speed Knighton. I think I'm surprised more people would.
I think everyone's
not come
like,
in.
yeah, because it's going back to that rule of, yeah, as long as they're in the pit lane, it does count as a mandatory, even if the safety car comes out.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think very smart from a couple of drivers there, seeing that yellow flag come out, get that second stop out of the way.
Except Kieran, who's doing his first stop.
Or except for his first stop, yeah. So, yeah, if Kieran does get top 7, 10? I'll say 10. It's a bit hard. Yeah, if he gets top 10, I'll take that as a good result for Kieran there.
That'll be 6 points for Kieran if he gets top 10.
Oh, what's happened to Glock? Glock's, we've missed
Glock's
that.
at the moment. Lakitu's passed him.
Yep.
Lakitu's passed
missed
Glock.
That. Apologies. But yeah.
So we didn't see that. So I think I wandered in through turn 10 and the Glock must have had a moment, and we've seen other people had a moment, and here comes Casper on the fresh rubber. I think Glock's memes are starting to die here. So we've got Casper using his overtake.
Yeah, laps, aren't they? And Casper did make a
he hasn't done his second mandatory yet.
Yeah, so he's got fresher tyres, but
he's going to go on softs later on, I think, but he can't leave it too late.
No, it's that chance, isn't it?
Ooh, Glock to the left, Casper to the right. Casper's going to stay behind for now, and Glock locks up a bit through turn number 5. Both managing turn 5 very well. Now in towards turn 6 and 7. And now Casper's going to get the DRS as he uses his overtake as well. He hasn't got much DRS to play with at the moment. So here comes Casper on Glock. To the left-hand side. He's going to stay on the left. And can he make it stick? Yes, he can. Casper's up to 3rd. And I feel like Casper's a little bit...
Is this my podium prediction here? Did I say Finley P1, Lakitu P2 and Casper P3?
Other way round.
Oh, okay.
Finley, Casper, Lakitu, you said.
Oh,
I said
okay.
Glock, Casper, Lakitu.
Okay, right then. So, go on, Casper. Lakitu.
No, I don't want to say much about Casper, because every time I say that, I jinx him, and Casper always likes to message me after every race I commentate on him. And he always asks me on, how did I do? How did I do? What did you think of this? What did you think of that? So if he finds out that I might have jinxed it, which I haven't, then he'll probably be annoyed. So not going to say too much on him. As we're on lap 20, we've got 10 laps to go of this Australian Grand Prix. It's been a good one so far. Only lost one driver on Waze, down in 18th spot. That's it. Everyone else is still managing to keep going, including the likes of Deck. Don't forget Deck's on a wheel for the first time, I believe. So he's still getting used to not being on a pad. As we've got Finley and Lakitu on the fresher rubber. Lakitu's taking the lead away from Finley. So Lakitu pitting earlier than everybody,
Finley's had a moment
else.
as well.
Casper come through as well, using that fresher rubber
Finley's
too.
had a moment.
Finley's had a moment. I think Finley's tyres are pretty much
Yeah, he
gone.
understeered really wide. Yeah, understeered really wide. So I think Finley and Glock will be pitting this lap.
Yeah, Finley's got to, Glock's got to. And Casper's, I forgot Casper has to serve his second mandatory. So Casper and Lakitu, Glock and Nick are doing their second mandatory stops. Don't forget Leroy's already served his mandatory stop. Matt Ryan, hold on, let me check stops. Matt Ryan needs to do one more, so does Yuri? Yeah, Yuri has to do one more. Ahmed's got to do one more as well. So basically, there's 3 drivers that you may see that have done 2 stops on the thing, but that doesn't mean they've done 2 stops mandatory. So Matt Ryan, Ahmed, and Yuri have still got to do one more mandatory stop. Everyone else that's got 2 stops next to their name, they've done their mandatory. So that's Casper, Lakitu. There's Casper, Lakitu, Leroy, Glock, Nick, Speed Knighton, Kev, Excite, and Dak. So that their 2 stops is complete. Lakitu gets past Casper. So I think Casper got past Lakitu, and then Lakitu passed him again. So Casper's trying. This is for the race win here. But Lewis Craig still got to stop one more time. So is Yuri and Ahmed. Ahmed in 8th, by the way. But again, still yet to stop. I think that safety car helped him a bit. Here comes Finley. A little bit too late, I think. But if there's a safety car, Matt, I think you could be back in this.
Yeah, well, Glock's just got past Ahmed, and that's a massively clear track for Glock to absolutely push into now. As who's just exited the pits?
That is Yuri and
sure.
Lewis.
Okay, so yeah.
So Yuri's done his second mandatory. So is Lewis Craig. So that's Yuri done. Leroy done. As Ahmed. No, Ahmed's still got to do one more stop. Okay, Casper's obviously done. And yellow flag. Oh, Yuri's now at the race safety car.
So
For
yeah,
Jack,
no one's in the pits.
For Jack,
So
Stephen, Matt Ryan, and Ahmed, and Kieran, they're screwed. For everybody else, I wonder if the ones who have done their mandatories, will they go on to fresh offs? This is good news for a lot. I think I'm going to make a prediction here. I know I've already made my prediction before. I think with the fresher rubber, Finley's going to win this race. And I think you're going to get your prediction right.
well, have a look where Leroy is. P7.
He's on hards,
Remember where
though.
he was? He's on hards, but remember he's already done his mandatory.
Can he go on softs?
We can't pit that. Yep, he will have a fresh set of softs.
Leroy, pit.
So, is he pitting? Yes, he is.
He must have
So
heard
he
me.
heard
Logan.
us. He's heard us and he is pitting.
I think he's going to go for softs. I'm not
I
noting
think he
down
might go
Leroy's
intermediates there,
stops.
Jess. Might go
I'm
intermediates.
not noting down Leroy's stops at this point because he's already done his mandatory.
No,
What's
he's
the
already done
point?
them. So yeah. Yeah, we should next time we'll just make a list. We'll just put all the drivers' names, and then just
Yeah,
cross.
do a spreadsheet. Do a
Yeah,
spreadsheet.
do a stop.
It's called pit stops. Right, Excite's. I know Excite's done his 2 stops, but he's done one non-mandatory, so I'll write that down. I think Kieran. Oh, Kieran 1 and Deck 1. I know Deck's done his mandatory already anyway, so that's fine. So Kieran, Matt Ryan, and Ahmed, Jack Craig, and Stephen still yet to do their 2 stops. So that's 5 drivers out of the 16 that we have. We already have 3 safety cars, Matt. That is a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot. But remember, it's the first round at Australia.
Exactly.
Fast flowing track.
Russ.
Curbs are curbs. The cars are the cars where it's, ground effect, as they say. So they can get dragged on the car, on the curbs. So, yeah, interesting. That was no surprise. It's only had 2 DNFs, so you know it's could be worse. So yeah, we'll take it. It's been pretty clean racing, so I don't think there's any harm on that. It's just the safety cars have come from mistakes from drivers, haven't they? Really.
I think it wasn't
battles.
caused by people crashing into each other. It's just people hitting walls. I think.
Yeah.
Which is easy to do around Australia, so understandable. I remember bidding it just here through the exit turn one. I
think everyone's done that. Everyone's done a bot
Yeah, and that caused a safety car.
Well,
I think I was just coming out of the pit. I can't remember. I know it was one league, but I can't remember what season it was that happened. What if it was first season,
Matt Ryan's
actually?
done his mandatory 2-stop. Just reading the chat.
Pardon?
Matt Ryan's done his mandatory 2-stop.
No, he hasn't.
So when did he pit?
Hold on, let me. So Matt Ryan has done. Oh, my bad. Matt Ryan.
Yeah,
hold
lap
on,
11.
let me check. Let me check race
Lap
director.
11
Hang on.
and lap 17.
Pit stops.
No, I've got it, Jess.
Oh, you got it? Okay, cool.
Yeah, so lap 11 and lap 17.
Where's the timing tower gone?
What are you done?
Oh, there we go. Got the timing tower. It's good.
Yeah.
So has Matt Ryan done his 2 stops, yes or no?
Yeah, mandatory on 17 and 11, if I can find lap 11.
Okay, thanks to Tom Ryan in the chat for pointing that out. You can tell this is our first season getting used to this.
Yeah. So, but yeah. There
So
we go.
I can
Safe
cross.
going this lap.
So it's just Ahmed then out of the non-mandatory people and Kieran, who have still yet to do their mandatory stops.
Yeah, you got Jack Craig and Mo Stevens.
But they haven't done non-mandatories.
Yeah, they used. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, Jack Craig is going. He's going.
He's gone. Is he doing a pit though?
Can you pitch?
Oh,
Follow the safety car
Stevens
in?
pitting. Yeah, you can, yeah.
Oh, nice. So, Stevens in, which I think is smart.
Yeah, well.
It is,
yeah,
it is
it's another
smart.
safety car.
Follow the safety car in is better because you can avoid the carnage. And you're more than likely not going to get caught off by the carnage and you can just try and chase down and hope for another safety car maybe. So we've got Jack leading, Lakitu second. Lakitu is your net race leader, but he's on soft, so is Casper. Finley's on the fresh soft, so I would expect them to try and pass these guys.
Lakitu's got to play it smart here. Obviously with the older tyres from Jack Craig, but you've got Casper and you've got Finley right behind him. Also Glock as well,
Casper
so
to the left.
it's all going.
To the right, sorry.
It's close. It'll be 3 wide, 4 wide. Don't be 4 wide. Don't be 4 wide.
Don't be 4 wide in the
3 wide.
first
2
round.
wide. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on, Jess. Hold on. Hold on, please hold on. Whoa! Hey, what a move! It's gonna be 3 wide, Jess. It's gonna be 3 wide. No, it's not. Lakitu's backed out.
I think Lakitu has backed out. Casper's got it.
Someone's at the moment! Oh
my God!
Crushed! The Alpines have crushed! Oh, Lakitu's round! It's all happening. It's all happening, Jess. The Alpines have crashed in Melbourne once again. It's happened once again. Jack Craig's in the pits, by the way, and Finley's leading.
Sorry about that.
Yep.
So I had the noise removal.
Peaked in P3, Block's P2, Nick P4, and yeah, Alpines crashing at Melbourne. Name and more.
That was not good.
Iconic duo. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Gareth can confirm that Matt Ryan has done his 2 stops. Thank you, Gareth. We know
At least
we can
someone's
rely
watching,
on
Gareth.
So yeah, Gareth's making a note as well because obviously due to his steward's role, so that makes life easy for us.
Yep, and him not racing this season.
Exactly.
Though we miss him, we 2 vol roles.
Pretty much most of the stewards are not racing anymore, so that makes life easier to judge incidents because they don't have they have more of an impartiality, which helps in terms of stewarding. So Finley has a penalty, but I think he's going to still win this race because
Too
look at the
wide,
gap he's
Ferrari
got.
and Mercedes.
Too wide for
Leroy getting past
and
P.
Pete.
Knighton. Come on, Leroy. Going side by side.
Impartial.
And here we go. Oh, clean move from Leroy. Well done, Leroy. Well done, mate. Round of applause there. Getting past Pete. Pete is on how many lap pole tyres? He's on 8 lap mediums, so it's very fresh, soft. So he's doing well. But yeah, he won't be happy that I've cheered so much for Leroy, but it's whatever, isn't it, really? But well done, Leroy, again. Come on, Lewis Trade, you're next, mate. Well done. Go for it. Yeah.
Gav saying, told you the mandatory 2-stop is a nightmare to note down. It is. It definitely is. Well, you're used to it, so I'm glad. I'm kind of glad you're not racing, so you can double check if we're doing it right.
Don't worry, we'll be better. We'll be better for
We'll be better. Well, Rando's got to get used to it next week, so I'm gonna have to show him the ropes.
We're sorry.
We're sorry.
We're sorry, Gareth. Oh no.
Nah.
Anyway,
oh my
right.
God.
Finley's now leading, by the way. Oh, what's happened to Pete? Pete is getting. Oh, okay.
He's going for a move.
Leroy.
He's going for the move.
That may be a warning from Leroy there. Going out wide.
Oh,
Leroy's
got a
red flashing button. Oh, yeah.
Nick gets past Block up to second. And Leroy gets past Pete. Oh, the Haas of Lewis Craig are getting the fight as well.
Yeah. Oh, both Mercedes battling side by side. Kev. Oh,
Careful,
three wide.
Oh, here comes Excite.
Excite round the outside. Can you hold it?
Yes, what a move from Michelle, the inside. I don't think he's going to make it stick. Pete. Kev gets past Excite. Wow.
Oh, so there's a red.
Dex spun it last corner.
Dex spun it last corner. There's been no safety cars because it is lap 27.
I think everyone's on their 2 stops, I believe. Yeah, everyone's on their 2 stops.
So this is it now then, Jess. This is it. So Leroy P4, he's got clock on a lap older set of mediums, while he's on softs. Got 2.8 seconds to close. What's the penalty situation looking like? They're both on 3 seconds, so nothing there. Lewis Craig is going to drop down a lot. Finley's on 5. Oh, okay.
I'm looking at the gap now.
Pick that up during a pit stop. We are terrible at this.
But that could get. Is that speeding? I'll need to check if it's speeding in the pit lane.
That is, yeah. It's a 5-second time penalty. I think that could get removed though. Lap 24. Where did he pit? Lap 24.
If you could check the race director, but we're watching Excite versus Kev versus Pete.
No.
Oh, this is tight. In towards turn 11.
Finley did not pit lap 24, so that is a 5-second penalty for something.
So that might get removed.
Cut-in or contact. So, yeah, possibly.
Here comes Finley up to the line. He wins on track. Oh, no, final lap, sorry. Final lap.
Yeah, it's a
Oh my God! It's not the first time I've done this. I've done it at PSGL once.
Like 2 seconds ago. Anyway, right. Oh, Finley's opened that gap now to 5.2. What can Nick do? As he, well, how many corners left? There's not many corners. There's only 2 more sectors to go.
Finley's pushing.
Finley is pushing, and he's opened that gap even more. So, oh. What can Nick do? Is Finley going to make that crucial error that brings Nick back into the race? And what can Nick do? Can he find anything in his final last 2 sectors to try and get that first win in VSL and be the king of owners, league owners, and take the victory? Lewis Trader's got 14 seconds worth of penalties, so I'm sure he'll drop down below
Finley's run out of
else. Oh, okay. So this is it now then.
I think he's still got this in the bag. I think he's still got this in the bag.
I don't think Nick's got plenty of fuel as well. Anyway.
He's got plenty of fuel as he heads towards the final corner. He just got to keep on the road. Don't bin it, Finley. Up to the line. And I think this is going to be a win for Finley in the opening round of the season. He's got a 5-second penalty, but I do believe he's still going to be winning. So I don't think he's going to get. I think he would only get that removed if he lost the win from it. And since he didn't lose the win from it, he should be fine. And up to the line goes Akitu, Kev, Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan 7th. Wow.
Kev P6. Lakitu's going to be absolutely fuming with those Alpines.
And Michelle.
I don't think he won't be buying that Alpine up yet anymore.
And Michelle P4. He started from last.
Yeah,
Dead
so that
last.
could be a
He's up to
driver
fourth.
of the
I would
day.
say he's one of my driver of the day. But to be fair, you got lucky in some places, but you got to get lucky sometimes. You play your cards right, and that's what he did.
It's pure skill, Jess. It's pure skill. Never luck. Never luck. It's pure skill.
But he did well. He had to defend from a lot of people. So to be fair, it is skill.
True.
So we've got Finley, our first winner, and he leads the championship. So I think it'll be Finley on 25 points and Glock on 21. I'm trying to see who got fastest lap.
Yeah, Casper got fastest lap.
So you'll get 3 points overall, because 2 points for 14th and 1 point for fastest lap.
Yep.
Could have been, I think, a podium if they didn't collide with each other, but...
Yeah.
So I have to say, Finley in P1. Nick, for his first full-time race in VSL, of course, he was a reserve last season. He got the Best Reserve Driver award from last season as well, as voted by the drivers. So
could he be the best full-time driver this season?
Could he?
Or could we rig it?
So we got Finley in first, Nick second, Glock in third, Michelle, one of my driver of the days, in P4. Both, I think Alfa Romeo could lead the constructors or be close to AlphaTauri, but we'll see. Kevin 6th, Matt Ryan 7th, Leroy 8th, then we got Speed Knight in 9th, Lewis Craig 10th, Stephen did a good race as well, Jack in 12th, Kieran in 13th, Casper 14th, and Ahmed in 15th, Deck in 16th, and then we got Yuri and Waze, your unfortunate 2 retirements from this race. Any final thoughts before we close for this evening?
Thank you, Gareth. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Jess. Yeah, what a race. What action. Some great battles. And some great bottles as well. I'll say that's a bit harsh, really. But yeah. It's good opening round for the first round, season 12. So yeah, what's your thoughts, Jess?
Yeah, I think it was a very clean Australia race up until where we had these too many safety cars. We had 3, but less than Sunday when I was racing. So to be honest, for my standards, pretty decent race around Australia. Round 2, 31st of January, the Spanish Grand Prix in Catalonia, where it should say after 2026, in my opinion. I don't know why they want to go to Madrid, because looking at the track map, it looks awful. But money, yeah. Says the team that called themselves Cash App Racing Bull. Anyway.
And any more karaoke from me, you have to catch it at a random bar somewhere, possibly in Glasgow.
Maybe at the next meetup.
Maybe. Or possibly we may do something for VSL later this year. That may include
watch this space.
Arcade.
Oh yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun.
So,
or maybe F1 karting in the future.
Yes, possibly.
In London.
Yeah.
And anyway, we're chopping up ideas here. Make sure you like us on Instagram and X, also known as Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, at VSL_F1. Make sure you've followed the Discord server where you kept up to date on all the WRC stuff, which should be starting soon. Follow me on Twitter at JessGames95. I'm also on Instagram as well if you want to check me out there. I believe it's the matter on X and Instagram, or do you have a different Instagram handle?
On the same. Yeah, same.
Cool.
Same for both. Yeah, with a 3.
Yeah, with a 3. Remember, not a.
Yeah, it should be 4 really. 4-time VSL F1 champion. Not to
oh yes.
brag or anything. Not to brag. But, yeah.
So remember, with a 3. Otherwise, Matt you'll have Matt to answer to. Anyway, on that bombshell, thanks for watching. See you next week. Until then, take care, stay safe, and you'll join myself and Rando next week. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.